Now thinking about what they want to add as their final hero. The Lich was a good response, by the way, to the Drow and Beast.
But it's a Meepo for Jim Park, the final pick for BC. Does Meepo still have that additional magic reduction?
I forget. He doesn't.
Oh. Kill off Kasane. I mean, Ari's trying to take down Stinger with a Firefly over the top. Stinger looks like he's going to die, but gets a good amount of damage on the bat before falling. And Dark Margo still can't stick around. He's already spent all his 1 charges, so 1 for 1 in the top lane.
Yeah, those were the days, man. Bottom, Schofield.
Zombies are chasing the Rubik back, and Drow Ranger's going to clean up. Found by Snap, and that's TSM asserting their dominance around this tombstone in that bottom lane, keeping Drow happy.
Yeah, Drow has actually made a nice recovery here. She wasn't farming too much mid lane. Bit of a dive here.
Oh, goodness. Yeah, the roots and snares are there, and Jim Park looking for the solo kill. Ari's rotation is there over the top of one of the Meepos. Oh, Jim Park, pretty speedy. Firefly's not catching up to him. Juking through the trees. Off he goes to poof back into the mid lane. Whitemon, blood grenade. Jim Park still to the... Oh, the soul rip. There we go. Kasane and Sacred tries to get a bit of a shove going bottom lane. Cookie's away from the flame break. Ari's level 6, but he can't quite get in range for the lasso until he does. There we go. Long range drag back. Tombstone cleared out by the snap, but Bryle and Whitemon make short work of her. Yet to see this big combo. Arena, Kisses, Chain Frost. They probably don't need every element of it. Gust attempted by Tomato. Spear attempted by Dark Margo. Everything missing apart from the Kisses. They'll land on top of the Drow Ranger and the Chain Frost is in. Drow will fall and the bouncing back. Bryle and Whitemon in trouble as well. This Lich Chain Frost causing some serious hurt for TSM. Kasane's here with a roar though. Aiming for Dark Margo. Cookie over the top of the Sleight of Fist dodges. Remnant safety there as Kasane should be able to bring down the Mars in the end. But Beast Coast, they've got the arrival of the Meepo now, and that's going to cut this one short.
Beastmaster doesn't have Aghanims yet.
This could be a juicy pick-off for Jim Park.
He sends the courier at him.
Courier scouts.
The first attack.
My Little Pony flies over the Beastmaster. He'll control it up, and the Kisses come and snared for days. And Jim Park with Sacred there to slay the Beastmaster up top.
So, almost an even trade.
Can they kill Bryle? Sinister Gaze. Spear. Chain stuns. Have they got it with the telekinesis? It's close again. But it's that 200 HP threshold they're not able to break through. Now Arena onto Ari. He'll lasso up the Lich. Trying to drag Stinger into the Firefly, but this God's Rebuke from Dark Margo too much to handle as Whitemon gets ensnared and dived by Jim Park under the tier 2.
Pulling them out of the stun. And if you don't go with Roar, then you can always burrow to the top.
And just dig down. Well, see, they're trying to go on him, but exactly the counter you were talking about. Mega Meepo's there. He drags them, makes the totem pole all standing on top of each other's shoulders, and a spear back on the Bat Rider is going to give the focus to Beast Coast to kill off Ari. Should be able to get the damage in. Dark Margo is being chased back, but a good cookie to save with the Greaves over the top. They've sustained through TSM's initiation, and now the Kisses landing onto Whitemon. Chasing TSM back, the Arena from Dark Margo traps in 3 of them, beautifully done. Quite a lot of damage from Kasane and Whitemon though as they do try and turn. Ari has returned with a buyback from the Bat Rider. TP out, Sacred, looks like he's going to be cancelling the TP, wanting to fight. Stinger falls, buys back himself, Jim Park's gone, and TSM, they mounted a defense of this tower up top. Yeah, Sacred.
They're gonna get him too, there's no way he can get away.
He's got no escape. A triple kill for Tomato in a fight that looked like Beast Coast were dominating.
Full team wipe. Yeah, that looked really great. I said that he can work really well against Drow in general, but only if you can go on him in mid.
Oh, here's the chain stun. A 3rd time's the charm, Waga. They tried twice, failed, and now they succeed.
Trying to go through. Actually, did they pick up on this? The portal. The portal was used with smoke. They didn't see it.
Oh, Dark Margo gonna get dragged back. Flame break into lasso. Roar overlapping, but they've got sufficient damage to kill him before he can really have any answers.
They're coming though. The contest is coming to punish. It's not gonna be in time, but maybe they fight anyway.
Well, they might do. That's what Beast Coast love to do. Disadvantageous potentially. Dark Margo with his BKB. Arena's Kasane and Bryle. Spears the Beastmaster up to the side, but the heals from Whitemon, the Mega, the Soul Rip. They're trying to kill this Beastmaster off. He was almost healing through it all, but now Jim Park, he's got to try and dig, tunnel down underground. And Sacred's been left all alone on an island. The Snapfire's caught up in all the roots. And look at this with a lasso on the Mega Meepo. They've dragged him back. Jim Park, the poof, off he goes, popping away, can't catch him. Schofield will be left here to the Wolves though, as TSM will turn on the Rubik.
He poofed to an illusion. I was like, wait, aren't all his meeples over here? But yeah, he had illusions over in the jungle.
If they get scouted, they can die so quickly. Oh, Bryle TPing out. That spear nearly caught him.
He got a meeple. This is very early to fight.
Yeah, I mean, they've got the stolen Roar, the Chain Frost and the Kiss is in, but Ari has got tons of heals behind him thanks to Whitemon's undying, and now it's Stinger, who is dying. Cookie, back up towards the high ground, not able to finish him off. The Spear on the Ember Spirit now. The damage and the control is lacking, though. Like you said, with no Meepo really involved, they're struggling to stick on people. Jim Park, he'll blink straight on in, though. Poof galore onto this Ember. Silenced up now, though, and turned around on. They've taken him down immediately. BEASTCOAST handing this team fight and potentially just the game on a silver platter to TSM as they get cleared out in that mid lane. Batrider towards Dark Margo. Hypothermia on him. Sticky Napalm, and Ari's blink forward will get the Firefly damage to stop him blinking away. And there it is. Sacred's going to get dived as well, I think. They don't land the slight chains, bro. A little misplay, but
keep going,
they're going under tier 3s and tier 4s. Whitemon and Ari, they're desperate for this. Hungry for Sacred. Give me some grilled alligator. Nah.
Team is calling, no, play objectives, stop diving. Whitemon and Ari are like, no, but we can get him though, guys. And they're gonna get him.
Yeah, they are. Oh, yeah, there we go. Finally finishing him off. And then Brawl's like, yeah, I helped, guys. Remnant's there.
She's getting real strong right now. And picking off Lich.
Yeah, pretty simple one. And then it's all these auras as well. Pipe Crimson on Beastmaster. Undying nearly has Greaves, plus level 4 Soul Rip. If you go on one target, they're going to get healed up tremendously.
I'm not sure you can stop this push even. Like, what are you going to do here?
Try with the Arena Spear. Shard from Dark Margo connects on 2 of them. Kisses are just not enough damage, though. Kasane and Brawl pretty happy to stand there and fight. Little Shredder will clear out the Tombstone at least, but TSM not going to be stopping this barracks push.
It's again a jump where they don't jump with the Mars and Meepo at the same time, though. It's always like one of the two of the pos 1 and pos 2. That's the difference. Drow and Ember been working together every single fight now, and you don't have the same thing happening for BEASTCOAST here. It's some risky stuff trying to defend this tier 2. They're 11,000 gold behind. Look at the positioning of TSM. They want to go behind on the supports.
Oh yeah, find the heroes lurking in the fog. Bryle straight onto Schofield and Stinger. The Pavis is there. The Cookie misplaced. Schofield turned, and he'll meet his maker. Bryle dominating now. That's going to be a freebie tier 2.
They don't see anyone really, and now they see the split push on the side lanes. They're going to go up.
Oh, the stolen slide. That's not what Schofield was intending. Gave away his position and allowed Ari to jump him. So here goes the melee ranks, and likely the entirety of the mid lane as Tomato gets off his BKB in time to dodge Dark Margo's Arena Spear. Kisses there onto Kasane, but look at how tanky he is. Beastmaster just stands his ground, bangs his drums, bongo, down you go. BEASTCOAST lose 4 heroes. A couple of them have buybacks, but yeah, Sacred just says, screw it, GG, tap out, let's go game 2.
Yeah, this first game, it fell apart. It fell apart really hard. I think there were a lot of moments where it looked good in the start, but then the fights that they took on BEASTCOAST were not clean enough. They don't really save people, they want to kill people. They have the Chen for healing, and that's about it. Yeah,
that early harassment on TB. The fact Chen's been kind of walking around trying to find wards and D-wards. Trying to gain access to a small camp at the same time as top lane Tomato. Dark Pact gets a little bit of poison off, but there we go. The first blood, and Whitemon will tether back under tower. He's alive. I don't know about fine.
Yeah. No HP regen on him still, but here comes the Gale.
Yeah.
From the Wisp.
Round 2. Good 2-man stun. Schofield. Body block up Tomato and look for this additional kill. Sacred double kill for the Venomancer. Like, that lane's over for TSM now.
Well, it wasn't even last pick. They picked Veno, and then Slark was picked into it.
Dark Margo getting dived under his tower. Flame Break comes. The stun from Schofield, buying a bit of time for the Storm, but he's still level 5 on Dark Margo, so chased down. As TSM bring 2 supports to rally around Bryle's Lesh. Catapult Wave is there as well, but nicely done by Schofield to drag the creeps so the tower can focus the catapult down. And at the same time, bottom lane, Kasane yet again survives. More night vision than usual. Like Batrider with
Stone. Yeah,
it's pretty nutty. There's Storm. Arcane Rune up. Bryle getting focused. Schofield's going to come in, but Whitemon keeping Bryle reasonably topped up until the Venomancer arrives. Now the damage over time, the stuns, the damage. It'll all land onto Bryle, and very well done by BEASTCOAST.
Farm, and he'll be completely fine.
Oh, quick go on the Batrider. Simply done there. Schofield was lurking. And Dark Margo has that initiation tool.
That's very far away. I think they just go on Lesh and Wisp.
Schofield having a bit of a funny moment there with the Batrider. Lasso on the Nyx. The portal's coming. Dark Margo half health, having to ball away. TSM bringing the cavalry to defend this 14-minute Wisdom Rune, making damn sure Beast Coast don't get a freebie.
You know, you normally feel really fine. You have Leshrac, you have Underlord as well. You have all the magic damage, right? But I'm not a doubter, man. I think Jim Park knows what he's doing. I think...
Ari dropped down the Seas of Serenity. The Verdurous Dale nearly kept him alive. And it's actually allowed him to get his team involved on his Dark Margot Storm. Whitemon, Tomato, and Bryle, they're on his tail. And Dark Margot's dead here for sure. Maybe he can die to neutrals, but no, Bryle says absolutely not.
Was thinking about everyone, not just the Underlord. He's got many people to save.
He's thinking about the creep as well. Tethers to the melee creep, denies it, gets stunned by Schofield. And 3 of them caught up in that pit of malice, but Dark Margot zips over the top, still looking for this Underlord. Very tanky fella to try and bring down. Vessels on him, but a good split earth from Bryle. Chased down by these TB illusions, though, and with the chain creep surrounding, and Bryle is falling quickly. Kasane's gone, the Lesh is dead, and Beast Coast overrun TSM.
TSM want to chase, the smoke up and hunt. 4 stuff available, though.
Yeah, hello, Sacred. Slow down a little bit. There's the first 4 staff. Schofield creating a bit of distance for the Veno, but the Fiend's Gate and the lasso in. Chen gonna get caught up in the lasso. Sacred trying to tank through the damage as TSM bring everybody and their mums to kill off the Venomancer.
Yeah, they get 2 kills here, I think, as the Nyx in trouble. He has 4 stuff, though. Maybe he's gonna be fine, but it looks tough.
Oh, it's real difficult. He's even there, just gonna turn around, see what he can do. And then I guess mech effectiveness, like as a rushed item, first item, so much better than 30 minutes in thinking about the mech heal.
Yeah, so he's not going back for it. He actually just goes back for a Holy Lock instead. Never see a little...
Yeah, completely isolated. Well, Slark, he has run himself up that net worth board. 3rd position now, 12,500. Got himself the Mage Slayer, the Aghanim Scepter. So looking decent. He's had a very quiet game, though, Tomato. 3 stacks of the permanent Agi is honestly pretty damn good, given the game state that he's been in.
Yeah, he's alright with this, though. He hasn't had too bad of a game. He's hunting now. Gonna bother his Storm a little bit here.
And Dark Margot having to spend a bit of mana there as the push up top into the high ground. Kasane doesn't have any mana to play with, but a good relocate. We'll send him back to Fountain. Vortex on Bryle, but he got his Bloodstone and BKB off. A jump in from Tomato now, knowing Dark Margot doesn't have mana to play with. Storm honestly probably wants to kind of die to get his mana replenished. Aegis for 2 minutes still in hand, and a lasso from Ari, dragging Sacred back into nothing. Will get stunned up by the Nyx on his way through. Just back and forth, chipping and battling, and Jim Park makes that killer move. Goes for the jugular, dives in deep. Half HP, still has Thunder to play with, and his BKB. And again, Dark Margot, very low on resources, but still has that Aegis as Beast Coast will turn onto the barracks. TSM desperately trying to defend this top lane. Kasane slowed down by the Skadi slow. The Carapace stunning Kasane. He's about to die, but Whitemon's there with the heals and saves again. Dark Margot finally loses that first life. Anymore. Meta is down. The leash on the Storm. The 4 staff away. The second pass from Tomato. The second 4 staff from Beast Coast. Gets Dark Margot out of the danger zone. No barracks have fallen yet. Catapult and TB Illusions trying their best. Schofield sprinting out and TSM giving chase. Let's see if they can find someone with that Fiend's Gate. Storm, he zipped into the back looking for the Underlord. Zips away, doesn't get the kill.
Still not completely safe, but he has 4 stuff. He's baiting, actually.
Yeah, you're going to go on me with a lasso. Fine, I'll die for this, but... Oh, they doesn't have the team to turn around on him. The TB's in trouble. The TB, 4 staff. Can he get out of here? The Slark's on his tail. Another pounce, leashing him up. The heals on the Terrorblade might be enough to get him out of danger. He's stuck here with the pounces on him. He's dead. Pounced upon. Munched by the Tomato Slark. He senses blood in the water now. His sensors are going wild as a triple kill comes out of Tomato.
Oh, no,
just saying. He was having a quiet game and he's popped off completely. A triple might be an ultra in a second. A Stinger getting pounced under his own tier 3. Tomato stacking up 50 Agi, 7 permanent stacks, and Bryle with a well worth tip onto Tomato.
Yeah, Tomato is definitely running it now, and he's even going on to this guy.
Is he alright? Yeah, I mean, Tomato's probably going to die, right? Might get the kill on. Oh, the Rampage, he gets it! 67 Agi. A wild performance from Tomato Slark.
Meta is available on TB now. They want to try and take fights.
Oh, they nearly had the connection from Schofield to that 4 staff forward, and Dark Margot with a long zip. The second one onto Bryle. Lotus Orb on him. The heal, the save, the relocate is out of there. Leshrac kept nice and alive as Kasane. There's no stuns.
Oh boy. I can't believe the Wisp didn't get stunned there. Nyx was trying to go in and get a stun on him, but they're going to get the Wisp possibly. He's going to try and relocate or tether away as well.
A little bit of wasted time, but in the end, it doesn't look like it matters all that much. They will still kill it. They're still getting that Aegis and cheese. They are barreling down that top lane. TB Illusion's up there.
They will burst this Underlord if he shows. He will die fast.
Kasane Shows with a Firestorm. Carapace stunned. All lining in. Lotus Orb is there, dragging Dark Margo back, but you're right. Look at that damage. Overwhelms the Underlord. He's got buyback available, but Bryle, my god, he has to Yules himself up. Aegis in hand, but still looks like he might fall. The lasso going to drag Dark Margo back into the fountain. He zips himself away, though. Bryle survived. Buildings are falling, and Beast Coast, the ones to strike into the hearts of this TSM base.
As a baller move, I love this. This game shifted away from being so much of a ganky game, more teamfight oriented. Batrider, hunting.
Flying up. Schofield. The stuns there from the Lesh this time. Force staff. 1, 2. Drifting the Nyx away. And they can't catch up to him. Bryle tried with that Ogre Seal Totem. Schofield's too quick on his feet. Tomato, in the meantime, has killed off Dark Margo as they relocate down bottom to slay the Storm. And he's dead for 70 seconds. This is huge for TSM.
Oh boy, yeah, he's got buyback in a little bit though. He's at 55 gold needed for buyback. There is a bounty rune top. It's being pinged out right now. Jim Park, is he gonna go for it? I think he will. Maybe. React to it. They know what's happening. Yeah, relocates, saves, already TPing.
Already coming back. I mean, Bryle with his Bloodthorn being an absolute nuisance. Straight on top of the Nyx Assassin. Schofield, Force Staff the once, the twice now to get a bit of distance as the Terrorblade turns and fights into Bryle. Good damage on this. Lashrax, Dark Margo zipped in on top of him, but Bryle has the BKB. Buys the time to get away from the grasp of Jim Park as he thinks about focusing the barracks, but now Beast Coast, they've spent a lot. Not getting too much, having to turn tail and run away. Tomato.
Jim Park still looking for a pick.
Bryle and Whitemon, they've come in, swooping from behind, but the Batrider's cleared out by Jim Park. You're right, there's TB standing tall, aiming Kasane. Tomato's in, though, looking for the backlines, leaping and pouncing over the top, but the poison's annoying. And the refresher there from Jim Park, allowing him to keep on going. Lasso will drag him back up towards high ground, but doesn't get him over the cliff. Still able to dish out the damage to the Sun to your right. Into the Silver Edge, play the break, the damage. Oh, the Yules buying time for Bryle to turn around. The disarm of the slot, keeping this Jim Park TB alive, but he cannot survive. Finally falling, and Beast Coast have spent everything they've got. TSM with another tremendous hold. Dark Margo even having to buy back now.
This is very painful for them. The problem is that they don't have great setup to try and lock down this Slark. Slark is just going in and out, weaving in and out of these fights. Yeah.
They're jumping around, the Yule Scepter on Leshrac. Everything is just built here to buy time.
Dinger.
Unlucky, mate. Lassoed back into the Lesh. He's going to try and pop a heal and stay alive, but in the end, he'll meet his demise, dead for 50 seconds.
Or get the Slark.
Uh-oh, Roche is moving.
Yeah, he knows this is a bad place to stay. Good call, Roche.
Guys, you're getting bumped around. Oh god, Tomato's in, the Vortex there, the Slark is on top of the Venomancer. Roche has popped off through the Twin Gate. Let's see what happens next, because TB's used his Metamorphosis. Sacred with his ulti. Jim Park can't stick on a target. Slark pounces away. Storm trying to zip in. Can't find Tomato. Look at Kasane instead. Eyes on him, but a relocate save drags him to safety. Now onto Ari, the Batrider. From target to target, they're trying to kill someone. Anybody, please give your lives to Beast Coast, but TSM, they're outplaying and kiting. Ari might die eventually, but he's buying so much time here. Bryle and Whitemon, they can come in from the left side, and they've delayed this fight for long enough that Metamorphosis is starting to wear out. He does have Refresher Orb, though, like you said. That second round of fighting for Jim Park's available. He'll get on to this Leshrac. Yules and a Glimmer, delaying the inevitable. Beast Coast holding the line, trying to stand tall and strong. In comes the Slug. Jim Park with a BKB, and they've killed off Bryle. Tomato slipping away, the little fishy. He's out of there. And TSM have realized with two heroes down, this Jim Park TB's too much to handle. The break and the damage on Kasane might be enough to bring out this Underlord. Schofield's there with the finishing touch. Beast Coast with a fight victory. Buyback from Bryle. Underlord as well. TSM bringing everyone into the battlefield that they possibly can. And Tomato starting to stack up the Agi. Jim Park, he's used his second meta and he's TPing out. Beast Coast, they've run out of gas. These buybacks too potent from TSM.
Costly buybacks though. Again, that buyback on Underlord. They wanna punish this. This is not a free Roche. The buyback on Veno kind of tells them this. This telegraphs that they want to contest.
Listen, this is a wild game.
This is close, dude. This is close.
Roshan, 1,000 health. Beast Coast in the vicinity. Schofield's coming in. He's burrowing, but Roche is dead, and Bryle got the Aegis. Aghanim's on the floor. Whitemon will pick it up. The Fiend's Gate's coming, and Beast Coast looks like they're being forced to fight here. Tomato's going to lead back up to high ground. Brawl dropping low. In comes Dark Margo, though, with a Vortex, dragging a couple into the middle. Oh, they're just lacking the damage and the follow-through. Jim Park with no meta can't do anything. This allows Brawl to actually turn and stand, fighting into Sacred. Batrider's there, you're right. The lasso catches up to Schofield. This will get Tomato into the thick of things. Nyx Assassin gone for a minute, and Sacred about to join him in the grave. Beast Coast, what can you do? You're being pounced upon, demolished by this Tomato slog, and you've just got to turn and run.
Oh boy, yeah, they just gotta run away from this. At least they got a little consolation prize, but Jim Park still in danger here.
Parker.
He doesn't have that, sure.
Remember 20 minutes ago when I asked if TSM is sweating? I can imagine they are now with the way these team fights are going. They're looking good, don't get me wrong, but it's not comfortable for any of these players. These fights are so chaotic.
Yeah, they're really complicated to play out. It's tough because for either team, you can't really just hard commit to one hero. I think it's easier for TSM because they can just try to lasso someone or jump someone with Slark. It's pretty low commitment. Whereas for Beast Coast, if they go on the wrong target with Nyx, that's terrible. And Storm, yeah, he can go, but he can also run out of mana that way.
It's bloody chaotic versus tricky shit, man. That's what this game's all about. Nyx Assassin burrowed down, but lassoed in. The force staff across. Dark Margo zips into the back. The Phoenix Gate's there to bring more heroes in and out if they need. And Tier 3 being focused, and Nyx Assassin dead for 60 means TSM are in a 6v3 right now?
Yeah, this is really rough. He was burned a little bit too aggressively there on the Nyx, and once he gets hit by Bloodthorn, he can't actually unburrow. He's just stuck. He can't get up, so he was stuck underground there, murdered by a shark. That's probably the first time someone said that sentence, but yeah.
Step slog.
Have to respect it a little bit.
Hold the line.
Oh, they're going?
Hold the door, Bryle. Carapace, Spirit Vessel, has Aegis, so first life gonna get claimed. This is TB's first metamorphosis as well.
They don't have reload.
Pounce is in, you're right. Brawl could get focused here as the Dark Mago Storm with the AoE Vortex trying to drag them in to Jim Park, who runs forward and gets the tag onto Ari to slow him and kill it. And now the chase towards Kasane. Underlord drops down the Pit of Malice, slowing the advance of Beast Coast here. TSM, they extricate themselves from the situation quite nicely. Beast Coast gonna smoke up. They've got a lasso from Ari onto the Stinger Chen, though. He was trying to reconnect with the rest of his squad. They've got Dark Margo chasing up into Bryle. Two fights breaking out at the same time. Bryle, he's got himself a bit of distance now. Whitemon, he's got the heals, but Slark, being focused, gets off the Dark Pact and the jump away. Ari blinks as well.
Back on Chen coming back in.
It's just so hard to stick on a target. Like, Dark Margo's trying his damnedest to get on top of people, and Ari...
no buyback.
Catching the Batrider, Ghost Scepter, Glimmer Cape, trying everything he can to buy time and space in the middle of this chaotic fight. Can't see what the hell is happening, but Ari is gonna die. Eventually falls as Jim Park drops the half HP. Kasane looking to focus in, but the Dark Margo pull back. Sunder there from Jim Park. The Terrorblade doesn't have enough left though. Refreshes up. Does have this Aghanim Scepter upgrade. The Fear gonna push Bryle back. Jim Park, do you have the damage? No, the Nihilism.
He can't hit him.
He can't be touched. Whitemon getting zipped on, Schofield on the outskirts, Bryle dropping low, TB standing tall, but the damage is overwhelming, and there it is, the finish. The TSM are 3 heroes down with no buybacks on them. TB will buy back, and Beast Coast, they're in the driving seat now, maybe.
Oh, can they get the Wisp and then chase? He's glimmered. They don't have protection.
The try, and Dark Margo will find him. Whitemon in the back, he's gonna fall. Tomato's left stranded here. He's broken and killed.
He stopped him in the air.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, have they done it? I don't even know. Because he will have buyback then.
Jim Park. Up we go. With the mini meta. Gets out the Terror Wave. Glyph. Used up by TSM.
Glyphing, but the push is still on. Don't have meta yet, but little mini meta. Did enough damage there, going mids. Still no Underlord, still no Lesh though.
Looks like Mega Creeps on the menu.
I think they're accepting Mega Creeps and just trying to stay in the game here. If they can hold after Mega Creeps, looking with Batrider for a pick-off, possibly with the respawns.
Beast Coast, they had one foot in the grave. A full sense of urgency here for TSM to sprint out towards the pit.
Yeah.
I've got to say, these fights though, with this Dark Margo AoE Vortex, he's causing so many issues for them. At Sacred, he's going to be the one that gets grabbed up by the lasso. Half HP, pretty tanky guy. Ghost Scepter's ready as well to save him against the physical damage, but the magic will burn him.
Nyx is in?
Nyx Assassin trying to burrow now, but TSM latching onto a target. TB from the high ground. Ian Disc pops there on the IO. Nyx Assassin. He gets healed back up. The Sunder from Jim Park keeps Schofield alive. Full step up on the right-hand side. Trying to refresh up and keep them up, but Nyx Assassin's down. The Hex. Oh, Little Piggy, where are you running? He's running into the grave. Dead TB, and that might be it now. Lights out for Beast Coast as Timado grabs a double kill. Venomancer falling. Bryle with a double of his own, and TSM looking hot at the end of game 2 as Dark Margo barely TP's home.
I don't know, poor Storm, not much to do, but that was a very costly attempt to save the Venomancer. Veno had buyback, but Nyx tried to go the save a buddy syndrome, you know? It's like, oh, I can go in and help you somehow, and then TB tries to sunder the Nyx, who then got cut out, and it's sad to see them go out like this after all that hectic fighting. It falls on a sadly kind of basic thing compared to all the great things they did this game.
Yeah, they fall on their own sword, basically. Yeah. TSM onto the tier 4s. Nobody to defend this. 5 men strong, whacking away at buildings, and this might be it. GG called. Dark Margo with a constellation of AoE Vortex. But TSM will be the victors here in its best of 3. A 2-0 victory over Beast Coast, continuing that historical run against them and guaranteeing them that spot in the main event.
Yeah, that was well played by TSM. I mean, hard fought in game 2 here, definitely.